It's time again for Behind the Law with Dennis Vetrano. Welcome back, Dennis.
Good to see you, Joe.
Good to see you, too. You're a very busy dad.
Yeah.
And you really are enjoying fatherhood, I can tell.
Yeah, I am. And, you know, it's funny. We can go back a little bit of my background and history. When I started out handling family law cases, which is going back to about 1999, 2000, almost roughly 21 years ago now. It's funny because I just had a particular ability to handle these cases, and I liked handling them. It put me in the courtroom a lot. And, you know, I tended to gravitate towards that area of law. And what I found at that point is because of my passion, my approach to those sorts of cases. Now, I didn't have any kids of my own at that time, wasn't even married or in a serious relationship. I found that a lot of dads and even some local fathers' rights associations and groups would come to me specifically and seek me out to handle, you know, any custody cases, divorce cases on their behalf. You know, it's funny now being a dad and kind of going through the process myself, you know, you learn a whole lot about it. And I say now, after having my own kids and having practiced in this area of law for, you know, over 2 decades, you know, I tell people, I don't know if everybody necessarily agrees with me, but I think with mothers, because you carry a child and then you give birth to that child, there's almost an innate sense about how to provide well for that child right out of the gate. And there's this really significant and important bond between a mother and a child. Whereas a father, I found, at least in my own personal experience, you have to work really hard to create that bond and foster that sort of relationship. And, you know, I think with dads, listen, when you have a child, they don't come with an instruction manual, and especially for dads, you know, I think since you don't have the intense bond that a mother has by carrying a child in their belly for, you know, for an extended period of time, you got to work at it, and nobody tells you how to do it. So, you know, I find anything that we can reach out to, that we can find out there, that will give us some tips as to how to strengthen and work towards a stronger relationship, a more meaningful relationship with our kids as a dad, I think is super, super important.
We'll continue this discussion the next time we get together. In the meantime, to find out more about Dennis and his firm, please visit that website.
Yes, drvetranolaw.com.
Dennis, always good to see you.
Good to see you, Joe.